So you want to know about the city, which is one of the East Bay's best kept secrets? Well, that's what I'm going to show you today. We're in Hercules, California. I'm going to take you around, so let's get to it. Welcome to the Living in Oakland, California channel. I'm Rich Fleming, your local realtor, and I'm here to teach you everything you need to know about living, working, playing, sleeping, eating, whatever, in Oakland and the rest of the San Francisco East Bay. I get a ton of people reaching out to me with questions about what it's like to live in this area, how to move to this area, what's the process, what do they need to know, and I absolutely love it. So if you've got questions, drop me a text, send me an email, give me a call, whatever works for you. Because when it comes to relocating to Oakland and the rest of the East Bay, I got your back. So today I'm in Hercules, California, and Hercules is a city of about 27,000 people. It's about 15 miles north of Oakland, and it is what I call the East Bay's hidden gem. So let's take a look around Hercules today. So Hercules originally came into being because it was the location of a dynamite factory. Don't worry, the factory's been closed for decades, but that's the original reason this town was formed, and it was incorporated in 1900. It just happens to have a great location right on the bay. So some of the things that people really love about Hercules is, one, its location. As I mentioned, it's only about 15 miles north of Oakland. It is becoming a public transportation hub for this area. There are plans in the works to put in a ferry service here, which will take you directly into San Francisco on the bay. They plan to build an Amtrak station here. Amtrak already comes by this area. You'll have access to taking Amtrak into Sacramento, which is the state capital, which is about 70 miles north of here. 70, 80 miles north of here, taking it down to San Jose or Los Angeles. They also have putting in a large bus station here. They will also have the ride share and casual carpool here. So for this part of the county, this is really going to become a hub for transportation. So I'm in the, for lack of a better term, the central part of Hercules now. The street I'm on is called Sycamore. The main street up ahead is San Pablo Avenue. And this is a relatively new development, probably opened only in the last couple of years, called the Aventine. Hercules, as Chris mentioned earlier, I believe, is really trying to put a focus on offering more commercial opportunities, businesses, restaurants, and this was a big part of it. This is a mixed use, higher end apartments above, commercial spaces below, and they are continuing to do more development. This is across the street. We have construction going on, so they are developing it, and really Hercules is trying to become more than just a pure bedroom community, and it's a great place. I really like Hercules. So next place we're going is another new development a few blocks away called the Exchange. So I am still here in Hercules. I'm right at the bay, near a development called the Exchange. I'll walk you up there in a second. This is your view from the west side of Hercules. You really just can't beat this pretty much anywhere else in the Bay Area, especially for the relative affordability of Hercules. I mean, it's beautiful. We're on a walking path. This path goes up quite a ways. These paths actually go pretty much from Rodeo, basically the end of Contra Costa north, and you can take paths all the way down to Berkeley, which is about 10-15 miles south of here. So beautiful area. Let's walk up to the Exchange and take a look at that development. They're still under construction. So this is the first phase of the development known as the Exchange. This is a very typical development here in Hercules. Hercules has about 27,000 people, if I haven't mentioned that before. This is higher end apartments above commercial space, restaurant space, and this is the first phase of this development. And this is also the area where that intermodal transportation hub is scheduled to be developed. So they will have ferry here, an Amtrak station here, and bus and rideshare here. So, and this will really become the hub of this area. Pinole, Rodeo, El Sobrante. I think a lot of people will come here to socialize. Area top name restaurants, I believe, are scheduled to be in here. Coffee shops, I think Blue Bottles at least to be in here. Zachary's Pizza. If you've watched any of my videos on Oakland, you know I'm always talking about Zachary's favorite pizza place. This is really where it's going to be in West Contra Costa County. So Hercules has historically been a bedroom community, a pretty small bedroom community, but it has grown a lot in the last 10 to 15 years or so. Hercules is covered by 2 different school districts. Most of Hercules is covered by the West Contra Costa Unified School District, and a small part in the northern part of Hercules is covered by the John Swett Unified School District. The schools here are definitely improving. So now I am in the neighborhood of Hercules known as Victoria by the Bay. You can see they have a great park back here. It's right on the bay, beautiful location. This is probably the most expensive neighborhood overall in Hercules. A lot of the homes here are at least 2,500 square feet and go up to about 3,500 square feet. Kind of do a little pan around here so you can get a little bit of a sense. This is a great area. And people just love it. I mean, what's not to love up here? So I am currently in the eastern part of Hercules, east of Highway 80. I'm in an area called the Gyms. If you can see the sign back there, I'm at the corner of Emerald and Turquoise. All the streets in this area are named after Press's Gyms. This area called the Gyms. There's another area called the Birds. And there's an area called the Trees, and then there's an area called the Refugio Valley. Really nice homes up here. You get some great views of the bay. Most of the homes in this area were probably built in the 70s, 80s, maybe early 90s. You get bigger lots than you do in the western modern than the western newer parts of Hercules. I'm just going to take you here, give you a quick look at the views you can get from up here. This part of Hercules tends to be a little bit less expensive than the western side. Great homes up here, beautiful homes up here, very nice views, very quiet and peaceful up here. Let me give you a little bit of a pan. So hopefully you can see in the background here, you get some great bay views up here. This is part of why people love it up here. And as I mentioned before, you get much bigger lot sizes. You get good sized backyards up here. On the western side of Hercules, you get very modern homes built in the last 20 years, but the lot sizes tend to be much smaller, very typical of modern construction as they try and get more homes on less and less land. So it's really nice up here, great area. Once again, I'm in the area called the Gyms. See you later. So that was a quick visit to Hercules, California, one of my favorite cities in the San Francisco East Bay. Thanks for taking a few minutes. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Drop me a text, give me a call, send me an email, whatever works for you. Because when it comes to relocating to Oakland and the rest of the San Francisco East Bay, I got your back. Please hit that like button if you found the video helpful, so YouTube knows to show it to other people that may be interested in this. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you find out each and every time I drop a new video. And I'll catch you in the next one.